107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction.
107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good morning. This is James with your 107.9 FM News Flash for Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. A tragic event has taken place in Wisconsin. A school shooting at a private Christian school in Madison has claimed the lives of 2 people and injured more. Officials are hoping for peace. Negotiators in the Hamas-Israel war say both sides are inching closer to a peaceful resolution. A company is appealing a decision. TikTok is appealing the decision that it should be banned by January 19th should it not sell. This has been James with your 107.9 FM News Flash for December 17th, 2024.
Good morning, this is Johnson here with the Knightshift on 107.9. I will be your host today.
I'm James.
And I'm Yushi.
And to kind of start off today, we are starting off this week with a very festive week, and that is for our winter pep rally. So, this week's high school North will be hosting its annual winter pep rally on Friday, last block before school, as kind of a send-off before break. And the pep rally this year was planned by high school North student council members from our sophomore council and our freshman council.
Yes, so this is actually the second winter pep rally that North will host ever since the end of COVID. So many students are very excited for it.
Right. I know I'm very excited for it. And it's also basically a way to celebrate and recognize the winter sport athletes, and especially the seniors. And the seniors will be able to run across the field and gain recognition. And some of the winter sports that are mentioned are swimming, basketball, fencing, and wrestling.
And for kind of those students who don't really do sports, the pep rally features an opportunity to compete against other grades in games such as tug of war, dodgeball, and relay, which are always fun to watch. And hopefully the students enjoy the time right before break. But we'll be right back on 107.9 FM after this short break.
Oh, cartoons? Well, lucky for you, 107.9 is the place for you. From the many crazy adventures of Cow and Chicken, to the many fun adventures of Ed, Edd and Eddy, to our many wonderful friends at Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Blue, to my many different experiments here at Dexter's Laboratory.
Hee-ha-hoo! Man, I'm pretty.
Join our cartoon craziness here on 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Yes, the day is finally over.
Finally. But I have so much work to do.
Well, we don't even have to come to school tomorrow, so don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
Hello, senior cut day is tomorrow. No school for us.
But senior cut day is considered an unexcused absence. Even if an entire class doesn't come in, we'll all get cuts and have to face the consequences. And if you participate, you might lose your senior privileges.
A message from 107.9 FM WPH in Princeton Junction.
You got the ears that's great for listening, and we play the trending music that you like.
Brought to you by 107.9 FM.
This is Johnson with 107.9 FM. We approach the peak of our holiday season with many winter holidays coming up. However, during the holiday season, it is important to remember what actually matters. While it's always fun to open presents at Christmas and eat ham or go on vacation during winter break and hang out with your friends, let's not forget the spirit behind holidays. Behind the meal is those who you eat at the table with. The presents were never really about the presents, but showing your appreciation for someone you love. For some, the holidays are a difficult time. Whether it's not being able to return to family or being isolated, sometimes it can be hard for others. Paradoxically, depression hits at all-time highs during the holiday. So this holiday season, make sure to embody the spirit and look out for those around you. This has been Johnson on 107.9 FM. The great 107.9. Here at 107.9, we've done a lot of TikTok trends, everything from candy bowls to other trends, but it might be time for us to pack them up because TikTok may be getting banned in just a couple of weeks. Last I think time that we talked about this, a bill had just been passed to ban TikTok on January 19th if they refuse to sell. And so far, the company that owns TikTok, Douyin, has stated that they will not be selling the company, and instead they will be trying to file for an emergency stop on the legislation with the Supreme Court.
Right, and in other appeals, the court had ruled unanimously that the law did not infringe on TikTok's First Amendment rights, but there are others that argue that corporations don't qualify for the same civil rights and liberties that individuals do.
Yeah.
And,
And TikTok has tried this already, but on the appeals court, the court ruled unanimously that the law did not infringe on TikTok's First Amendment rights. And as a result, TikTok now has to send an emergency stop towards the Chief Justice Roberts in an attempt to kind of block this legislation before the 19th.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes, because I know personally I spend a lot of time on TikTok, so I don't know how it's going to impact me in the future.
Yeah, a lot of people say that this is just harming a lot small producers and like small businesses who require TikTok for advertising. Others just really like TikTok, but the ban on TikTok will probably result in a lot of people using alternate apps, which also do have their own data risks. So it's interesting to see kind of the government's logic on this bill. We'll be right back on 107.9 FM.
I got a station full of 10. I got a station and it's all full of 107.9. So divine. Wish I could listen anytime and always. They got music DJs that will amaze. It's no fake.
Take me away.
Take me away.
The best station.
The best station.
A sweet escape.
A sweet escape.
Take me away.
Get taken away to the best station, 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Think before you decide to park your car in the South High School parking lot without a green permit. Cars parked without a permit will be towed, so don't make the mistake of parking your car without a green permit. This message has been brought to you by 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Hot chocolate. I always enjoy a good cup.
Listen to the station that's always hot. There's tons of things we've got on the Great 108.
From Hollywood to your hometown, it's the Great 108 Entertainment Flash.
Good morning. This is James with your 107.9 FM Entertainment Flash for December 17th, 2024. A famous actor is returning to host. Kristen Bell will be hosting the SAG Awards in 2025. Journalists around the country are bracing for change. Many have filed complaints that journalism will suffer more extreme environments under Trump. A famous musician has passed away. India's Zakir Hussain has died at the age of 73. A famous actor is receiving a great honor. Tom Cruise is receiving the U.S. Navy's top civilian honor for increasing awareness for the Navy in his movies. A famous actor has been injured. Jamie Foxx will be receiving stitches after having a glass thrown at him. This has been James with your 107.9 FM Entertainment Flash for December 17th, 2024.
107.9 WWPH.
your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good morning. This is James with your sports and school and community flash for December 17th, 2024. Many are concerned for a famous athlete. Patrick Mahomes has suffered a high ankle sprain. Fans are calling for a reversal of rule changes. After the Lions lost to the Bills, many believe the new onside kick rules are unfair. Basketball fans are hopeful for a star to return. The 76ers coach Nick Nurse believes Joel Embiid's injury is not as serious as it seems. A sports league is awarding its best players. FIFA will be announcing its top soccer players in its The Best Awards. A state is making a large investment. Florida has voted to fund the construction of a $1.3 billion ballpark for the Tampa Bay Rays. The government, and for school and community news, the government is sending local police support. The Secretary of Defense has authorized sending drone hunting equipment to New Jersey. A tragic accident has occurred. A train struck and killed an NJ resident in Bergen County, causing officials to reevaluate safety features. Local residents are excited for the weather. New Jersey may see snow or rain next week around the time of Christmas, hopefully in time for a white Christmas. This has been James with your 107.9 FM Sports and School and Community Flash for December 17th, 2024.
That was Get It Right by Diplo, and something the state of New Jersey has tried to get right for a long time is how to regulate online gambling, which once again they're going to make changes to. For the past 2 or 3 years, New Jersey has legalized online gambling, which is why you've seen so many of those ads. But now New Jersey is weighing in on whether or not they should decriminalize underage gambling and whether it should be punished for. And New Jersey has recently seen the highest amount of online gambling out of any state in the nation, so this is a really big issue.
Yeah, so this new law will make underage gambling below 21 not punishable under criminal law, but rather it would be subject to a fine. So this fine would be $500 for a first offense, $1,000 for a second offense, and $2,000 for any subsequent offenses.
Right, and I think this is actually a pretty good idea because the money that they collect from these fines would go to gambling rehabilitation programs around the state and also towards spreading more awareness and education about the harms of gambling.
Yeah, and a lot of people do agree with that. However, there are other concerns that people have brought up, including whether or not the children or the underage gamblers will be the ones paying this fine or whether it'll just be their parents, as well as kind of whether or not we're doing enough to prevent gambling addiction, because a lot of, as we've seen, a lot of New Jersey people are now starting to gamble because of the legalization of online gambling.
Yeah, and many also blame the government for legalizing online gambling as the cause for a lot of gambling addictions and believe that this bill might just exaggerate that problem.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some change and kind of a resolution to the issue, and we'll keep updating you on that. But for now, this is Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon. Welcome back on 107.9 FM. To kind of wrap up our show today, we're going to do Today in History and go over what's been going on in today and the past years. And to kind of start off, the Wright brothers actually achieved flight today in 1903 and made the first ever man-made aircraft. And just a few months before this, scientists actually believed that man wouldn't be able to fly for another 50 years, and the Wright brothers were able to prove them wrong.
Right, and not only this, but some important figures were born that day. Notably, Pope Francis of the Holy Roman Church was born today, December 17th, in 1936. And also, Barack Obama and Cuba were able to reestablish diplomatic relations for the first time in 50 years. And this was in 2014, after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah, and in 2011, the North Korean leader Kim Jong-il died and was succeeded by the current North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un.
And kind of finally going off some more politics, In 1992, NAFTA, or North American Free Trade Agreement, was signed by the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. How it was seen as the prominent North American trade agreement, but will later be appealed because a lot of people believed it wasn't fair to Mexico. And NAFTA has since then been replaced by the USMCA, which is said to be more equitable to all three countries involved. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have for you on today's show. I've been your host, Johnson.
I've been James.
And I've been Yishi.
And we hope to see you next time on the Night Shift.